Welcome again to S2S Therapy TV. Today we dive into an interesting topic: love bombing, or love bombers. Love bombers are individuals who use excessive affection, attention, and flattery to manipulate their targets into emotional dependency. This tactic is commonly seen in narcissistic relationships, cult recruitment, and abusive dynamics. Love bombing can feel intoxicating at first: grand gestures, constant messages, deep emotional confessions. But it is a form of psychological manipulation and control rather than genuine love. Why are adults with tough upbringings vulnerable? Adults who grew up in unstable, neglectful, or abusive environments often lack a secure emotional foundation. This makes them particularly susceptible to love bombing for the following reasons. Unmet emotional needs. A history of emotional deprivation makes overwhelming affection feel like a long-awaited relief. Low self-worth. If someone grew up feeling unworthy of love, excessive attention can seem validating. Familiarity with chaos. If childhood was filled with emotional highs and lows, the roller coaster of love bombing may feel normal. People-pleasing tendencies. Growing up in a difficult home often teaches people to seek approval by overgiving in relationships. Fear of abandonment. Those with attachment wounds may cling to the love bomber out of fear of being alone. After the initial phase of intense affection, love bombers switch tactics. They become cold, critical, controlling, or emotionally distant, leading their victims into confusion, self-blame, and emotional dependence. 7 ways to overcome love bombers. Recognize the red flags. Extreme flattery early on: "You're my soulmate" after 1 week. Intense fast-tracked commitment, wanting to move in together, marriage talks too soon. Overwhelming communication and attention, then sudden withdrawal. Set and maintain boundaries. Say no when needed, even if it feels uncomfortable. Avoid relationships that pressure you into quick commitments. Slow down the relationship. Healthy love grows gradually, not overnight. Take time to assess if the person respects your boundaries. Build self-awareness. Reflect on past patterns. Do you often attract controlling partners? Understand your attachment style: anxious, avoidant, secure. Seek support from trusted friends or a therapist. A therapist can help you unpack childhood wounds and develop healthier relationships. Friends can offer an outside perspective on questionable behavior. Detach from manipulation. If they flip between excessive affection and cruelty, it's emotional manipulation. Don't let guilt or fear keep you in a toxic dynamic. Prioritize self-love and healing. Work on self-esteem through self-care, hobbies, and personal growth. Remember, you deserve love without manipulation. 7 ways to build stability in social relationships. Develop secure attachments. Surround yourself with people who make you feel safe, respected, and valued. Work on trust and emotional regulation in relationships. Communicate openly and honestly. Express your needs clearly instead of expecting others to just know. Be honest about your boundaries and expectations. Practice emotional regulation. Learn to self-soothe instead of seeking constant validation. Identify triggers from past experiences that affect your reactions. Be selective with your inner circle. Not everyone deserves access to your deepest emotions. Choose relationships based on trust, reliability, and mutual care. Balance independence and connection. Cultivate a fulfilling life outside of relationships: career, hobbies, friendships. Avoid over-relying on one person for emotional support. Work on your self-worth. Learn to feel whole on your own before seeking validation from others. Challenge negative self-talk and build a strong self-concept. Know what healthy love looks like. Love is consistent, kind, respectful, and reciprocal. A good relationship feels safe, not like a constant emotional roller coaster. Final thoughts. Love bombing is a dangerous form of manipulation, especially for those who have experienced neglect, trauma, or emotional deprivation in childhood. Recognizing the red flags and working on self-awareness, boundaries, and self-worth are key steps to breaking free. Building healthy, stable relationships takes time, but it starts with knowing your value and refusing to settle for anything less.